Well, I figured I'd just make a video about the Kellogg people here, and I just started clicking on some stuff, and you just keep finding stuff. But so whatever, he dies in October, which is eighth month or whatever. Um, 1951, I believe 49, 59 plus 4 is 63 years ago. He died at age 91, so you have your 9/11 code, and then 63 years ago, so you have your three sixes. Um, let's see here. In 1934, with 66 million in Kellogg Company stock and investments, blah blah blah. I mean, just so there you got another 66. All right. Correction here. It says Kellogg started the Kellogg Foundation in 1934 with 66 million in Kellogg Company stock. So I clicked on that, and it says that he actually donated more than 66 million. Um, and then down here, just look at these numbers here. The foundation is now the seventh largest uh, philanthropic foundation in the U.S. In 2005, the foundation reported that the total assets of the foundation and its trust were U.S. 7.3 billion. So you have your 73, about U.S. 5.5 billion of this was in the Kellogg Company stock. There you got your 55, 73, and 66 million. And then it's so on his death, it said he died at 91. And I already talked about that, but it said Kellogg outlived most of his children, but was survived by two living children, Carl Hugh, 1955, and Elizabeth Ann, 1966. What? So a 66, he outlived two of his children. One died in 66 and one died in 55. He was also an Arabian horse breeder, and you can read through all this. He purchased 377 acres, so 377. It's kind of a weird number, but it says among many other connections to Hollywood, the actor Rudolph Valentino borrowed the Kellogg stallion Jaden for use in his 1926 movie Son of the Sheik. Well, 1926 is 88 years ago. So let's click on this guy here. All right, and so this guy borrowed his horse in 1926, and he also died at age 31, August 23rd, 8/23, 1926, which is 88 years ago. So he died during the filming of the movie, I guess, The Son of the Sheik. I think I said the Iron Sheik, not the Son of the Sheik, but maybe not. I might have been thinking about the wrestler. But The Son of the Sheik is the movie that came out 88 years ago. So I just came over here. I didn't really read much about this movie, but it was written by Francis Marion. Now, Francis is, uh, Frank is short for Francis, Pope Francis. Whatever. I will just click on this here. Okay, so what are the odds of this? The person who wrote that movie was born on 11/18, so you got your 11/8 and 1888, and dies in 1973. So you got a 73, and you have 888, and you have 11/8, all in this one person's birthday and death day. So I just started clicking on other things in this movie here, like this lady. She's the co-star in it. And so her birthday was 1/9 of 1901, and then she dies on 3/18, which could be 999 of 1991 991. So I mean, there's literally like a ton of, you got 1 9 of 1901, and they don't use zeros. So you got 19191, and then you got 318, which would be 666 times 3, and then you have 1991 again. I mean, it's just a little strange. The producer of that movie, he died at age 55 in June, the 6th month. If my internet will load here, I'll show you this guy. And this guy, born in August and dies on 66. This person was also in the movie. Dies at age 66. All right, well, I'd like to go through all them people and see what it all amounts to. But my internet just, for some reason, just does not work every time I make one of these videos. It just keeps like disconnecting, and then I gotta wait a while and reconnect it. And I've tried everything, undoing my router, but whatever. I'm gonna go back to this guy here that borrowed the horse. I know it's been a long time ago, talking about the Kellogg's or whatever, but so it says his resting place, and then it shows the coordinates, and it's 118 degrees, and then 18, and then 59 west. I mean, you got your 11 8 here. 18 is 3 6s, and 59 is 9 5s, which is 666 again. Also, this guy, let's see here. I found the funeral home. It was something to do with Frank here. Yeah, when he died here, the funeral was handled by Frank Campbell Funeral Home. Let's see if the internet loads. And this funeral home must be for famous people. If you look at some of the names here, you got Aaliyah, Philip Seymour Hoffman, John Lennon, Joan Rivers, Lauren Bacall, a whole bunch of people who died this year actually. And then there's the guy we were talking about. I was just seeing if they have Robin Williams on there. Nope. Notorious B.I.G. Wow, there's a lot of really famous people on here. But anyway, so it's on Madison Avenue at 81st Street. I just thought that was interesting because, I mean, his burial site was the 118 1859, and then the funeral home's on 81st Street. So we'll go back to the Will Keith Kellogg here, and he was like the first guy I talked about. But I was just kind of scrolling down over here looking at, so he died at age 91, and I showed that in the last video too. But it says relatives, brother, John Harvey Kellogg. And you click on this guy, and he just so happened to die at age 91 as well. I thought it was 8 years apart, but by the months it's only like 7 years and a certain amount of days, so it's not quite 8 years apart, their deaths. So right here in the beginning it says, he led in the establishment of the American Medical Missionary College. The college, founded in 1895, so 95, operated until 1910, which is 15 years, which can be 6 again. But it says, then it merged with Illinois State University. Illinois State University just so happens to be on the 88th Meridian West. And its endowment is $88.4 million. This guy also married his wife on February 22nd. So it's 222. and they didn't have any biological children but were foster parents to 42 children, legally adopting 8 of them. So I'm confused as why they only adopted 8 of the 42 children that they were foster parents to. Okay, this is gonna be the last thing I say. I just I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in a few hours. But um, whenever I think of Kellogg's, I think of Frosted Flakes. I don't. That's just me. I know there's a ton of other things that Kellogg's makes, but I always think of "They're Great" or whatever by Tony the Tiger. And so I came down here, and originally it was Tony the Tiger was voiced by Dallas McKinnon, but this guy right here has voiced him for over 50 years until he died in 2005. So I clicked on him, and this guy died on 5/22/2005. So that is a coded 5222 and then another 5. And he died at 91 too, just like the two brothers that run the company. Um, that's all I'm going to talk about, though. Anyway, have a great night. Peace. Hopefully, I will keep looking, and I'll maybe make a follow-up video to this. I'm sure there's a ton more stuff just along with everything else. It just never ends. When you find one thing, it's all right there. Like you click on it, and then like every person was born in the 8th month or something weird like that. But anyway, yeah. Peace again.